Calling to order the regular meeting of the Wheeling Plant Commission for Wednesday, May 24th, 2023. Please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Commissioner Casper.
Present.
Commissioner Heiken.
Here.
Commissioner Berkey.
Here.
Commissioner Sprague is here. Commissioner Riles.
Here.
Commissioner Meyer is absent with previous notice. Chairman Johnson.
Here. Ms. Nyes, any changes to tonight's agenda?
No changes.
All right, and it looks like we had no citizens' concerns and comments?
Nope.
And we had no consent items. So, first up is docket number PSPMIN 23-004. Request for minor site plan and appearance approval for improvements associated with a proposed sit-down restaurant, Siunik. Am I pronouncing that right? Close enough? Armenian Grill at 516 North Milwaukee. Ms. Nyes.
Well, just real quick, I'll give everyone the brief rundown on this naming. The P is, I think, for planning, and then
Good rundown.
the SP is for site plan, the MIN is for minor, and then 23 is the year, and then the projects go numerically after that.
Okay.
So instead of it being the year and a number, you'll see things like this now. So we have a request for minor site plan and appearance approval. This is associated with a sit-down restaurant. The petitioner is here. Your architect is not here yet. So I can go over some of the things while we wait for the architect. Unless we want to do, can we
could,
do the other one first?
yeah. If
You want to do, is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Do we have to do anything official for that? No. No, okay. All right.
So we will come back to 7A.
Okay, well, this other one won't be long.
Yeah, this one won't take long. So we will start docket number PSPMIN 23-005. Request for minor site plan and appearance approval for courtyard improvements at Mandalane Apartments, 450 Mandalane. Ms. Nyes.
All right, so if you can see where my pointer is, kind of in the middle portion of the development on the east side, there's currently tennis courts and some open space with a tot lot, and there's the tot lot. So they're planning on removing these tennis courts that are kind of beaten up and leaving the tot lot and proposing, let's see this a little bit closer up here. They're proposing a tot lot and a new basketball court and a bocce ball court. Am I saying this right? And something else down here.
That's
What?
the basketball court.
That's a basketball court. Oh, this is the one to be removed, sorry. This is the new basketball court. A bunch of landscaping, 2 pergolas, and a grill station, and the, what are you, the contractor? Yeah.
Yes.
Contractors, here. Contractor.
All right.
Yeah, and I have all your information up here if you want me to flip to anything, or if there's anything you want to present, talk about.
It's basically just trying to beautify the.
Can we just get your name and business address for the record, please?
Mike Tiber with Balance Environments, and I'm the designer and then also the contractor and the builder.
Thank you.
So we're just taking out the tennis courts and the old basketball court. We're going to put in basically seating areas, play areas, put in a new smaller half-court basketball, bocce court, and then 2 pergola areas for people to be able to sit under, and then an outdoor kitchen area with 2 propane grills to cook out, and then just some paths to connect everything together. And then we're just going to soften up the tot lot with adding more plantings and then buffering everything off to the parking lot to kind of give it a little more color and more aesthetic look to it. Right now, it's just a tennis court that's filled with mud half the time.
All right, let's start with Commissioner Casper.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening. I used to go running through that development periodically. I would go down McHenry and kind of wind my way through there. And this would be a significant improvement from what's currently there. So I commend you. I think this will be a great addition to our community.
Thank you.
Commissioner Heiken.
Yeah, I have no questions. Thank you for cleaning it up. Definitely needed.
Commissioner Berkey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. No questions, but looks great, great plan. So
Thank you.
see it's going to go up.
Commissioner Riles.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. No questions, and thank you.
And Commissioner Sprague.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening.
All right.
Okay, the first thing I was wondering, you're keeping propane tanks in the grills?
It's going to be an enclosed grill station, so they'd be inside there behind a cabinet.
Will that be secured in some way?
Yeah, they can secure it they could put a lock on it if they want to. They're all going to be on timers, so they can't run. Basically, once the timer's you can set them to how much time you want it to run. So they automatically turn off,
Okay.
so they won't be running nonstop.
Great, that sounds a little safer. The pergola that you're going to install,
Yes.
is that bare wood? Will that need to be stained and sealed, or?
It's going to be all cedar,
Okay,
so you don't technically have to
oh,
seal.
you're just going to let it be natural?
Yeah, it's going to be the natural cedar.
Okay.
If they want to, put just a seal over, they could, but you're not really supposed to paint those.
All right, the only other thing I wanted to bring up to you is more of just a informational thing. The serviceberry trees that you want to install, they do bear a type of fruit.
Yes.
Just, I didn't know if you were aware of that or not.
Yeah,
It might get messy, but.
They're really typically the birds kill a lot before anyone else
okay.
do.
All right.
But they're small enough to where they don't cause a lot of a mess, and they actually they're not poisonous or anything like that. They're edible. I know people that actually harvest them and make jams out of them, so.
Yeah. On your drawing here, is there going to be two half court?
What you see underneath is the old one, so
Oh.
that one's going to be removed and just
okay.
and go back to turf,
I see.
and then the new one's going to get put down in the corner there.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Well, you answered my question about the propane. Now, is it something that has to be like reserved through the association?
I don't know how they're going to set that one up. They could do it like that. I've seen it to where they do have it to where it's like a sign up for it if you want to use it, or it's just open to, you just kind of wait for it.
Just curious. It looks like a great plan. I love seeing things like this, making improvements on old properties. It's going to be a great improvement. Any other questions from our group? Nope. All right, then I would entertain a motion to approve PSP MIN 2023-005.
So moved.
Second.
That was Berkey. Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Commissioner Berkey?
Yes.
Commissioner Casper?
Yes?
Commissioner Heiken?
Yes.
Commissioner Riles?
Yes.
Chairman Johnson?
Yes. Thank you.
So it's
Great.
now approved, and we can move forward with your building permit.
Okay,
We
yeah.
can talk tomorrow.
Okay, perfect. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we'll go back to PSP MIN 23-004. I feel like I'm singing a song here. But, the minor site plan and appearance approval for improvements associated with a proposed sit-down restaurant, the Siunik Armenian Grill at 516 North Milwaukee.
Yes, staff did have 4 proposed conditions. Would you like me to read those now?
Yeah, might as well get them out front.
Okay. Number 1, the petitioner must demonstrate sufficient clearance for any outdoor seating areas. Number 2, landscape treatments and tree installation shall be completed by October 15th, 2023. Number 3, the manufacturer's specification sheet for the bike rack shall be provided with the building permit application. And number 4, the rear building cannot be used for any purpose.
Thank you. Petitioner can come up. Give us your name and business address for the record, please.
Levon Kirakosyan, 516 North Milwaukee Avenue.
Okay, you probably have to spell that for the secretary that's keeping track of this.
My first name?
Oh, both.
Well, Levon, and last name is Kirakosian.
Thank you. All right, so please tell us your plans.
We want to make it very beautiful so that everyone will go there and nowhere else, only there, just from the outside. And from inside, it's a food that we have a proven concept. We've been in the business for 13 years in Glenview. I had one more restaurant in Skokie. Now I want to come to here in Wheeling. I think it's the location-wise, it's going to be the best so far that I had in the past. So this will be the much better than anyone. And then for the record, the name, we're going to spell it, we're going to change the name a little different because my current restaurant, the name, it's going to be called Armo Grill, not Siunik, Armenian. Siunik, it's a current restaurant. It's going to be exact same menu, but little updated name. So, yeah, we want to make it very nice as possible so that when people drive by, it will shine and then they will come in.
All right, anything else you want to tell us about it?
I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Sure, I'm sure we will have some. All right. Is your architect?
Yeah, he's Bogdan. He's the architect. He planned everything for us.
You want to come on up too and give us your name for the record? Because I'm sure you'll be answering some of the questions.
Yeah, my name is Bogdan Tokarski. I'm representing Studio G Architects. I'm a project manager for this project.
Okay. Do we need a spelling on it?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. All right. Anything you want to add before we go to the commissioners?
Well, what we're trying to do, we actually keeping the same building, same shape, and we just improving it from outside and making that restaurant inside. So basically, we keep existing property, but improving that property and make it look nice, and that property can, the restaurant can work now, and this is not abandoned property on the street that you passing by, for the last few years. So.
Okay. Well, then we'll see what the commission has in the way of questions. Commissioner Sprague, let's start with you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening.
Hello.
Thanks for considering Wheeling. First thing I'd like to do is clarify a little discrepancy that has been noted between your site plan and your renderings, the size of the patios.
Okay, so the renderings was done by the third party. It's not by our company, that's by the owner. And it's present like a general concept.
Mm-hmm.
What we did on our elevations, that what exactly will be there.
So the site plan is what we're going by?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, then maybe the rendering should be removed from the packet if they don't.
Yeah, I think, let me go back to, give me a second. I think when we approve it, then maybe we'll just take the rendering out of the documents that we list?
Yeah, we can do that.
Can we do that? Okay. Just so that in the file, we're just referencing the site plan, and I think the renderings look great. There was just, a bunch of little, or not a bunch, but some
Yeah, they did those
discrepancies.
patios bigger, and we didn't want those that bigger.
Yeah.
Does that mitigate the concern with the condition on the patio?
No, I think there was still a concern with this east elevation that
It's very small.
it's very small, and I think we just need to maybe discuss before you, like between, if you get approval here and moving forward, how much room is really going to be if a car is overhanging and you have a patio there, like, is there enough room?
We're planning to do that patio exactly to the edge of the walkway, and bollard will be installed, so we'll have exact 18 feet for a parking space, so that car cannot overhang the curb.
Okay. Is that how it's shown on the plan?
Those bollards shown on the site plan.
Yeah, they are shown 5 foot on center.
I guess this is just a little, I can't read it from here, but the sidewalk is 5 feet, or
Yes.
7 feet? I think it said the sidewalk was 7
Yeah,
feet.
7
And
feet.
so there was just going to be 2 feet between the edge of the patio and the cars.
Yeah.
So if that is sufficient for someone to get by, I mean, ADA, they have another space on the other side, so I don't think that's an issue. We just need to make sure that the cars aren't going to be able to overhang within that 2 feet.
Okay, so the question is if somebody can walk out from the car from that very last space.
If someone can walk between the car and the outdoor patio.
I don't think there's no necessary for that, so the person can go around the car and go inside right in the middle.
Well, is there going to be a curb or wheel stops in that area?
Between spaces and the patio?
Right, I know in the other spaces it shows wheel stop.
And this one
Like
looks like
on
it.
these show wheel stops.
Right.
But over here, are these going to be wheel stops or is it going to be curb? Because a wheel stop might be able to prevent the car from going too
I think
far.
we will install both.
If you do a wheel stop, then we can stop them from going too far onto the curb.
And we still want to install those bollards
Right.
Right.
for safety.
So I think that would satisfy staff's concern. If we just say that, maybe if we add a condition that wheel stops shall be provided on all parking spaces?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
At least close to the building, for sure.
Well, you're going to have them on all these other ones. You either have to have a wheel stop or a curb. And I don't think your guys are going to be putting curbs.
Yeah, we will install on all spaces.
Okay, I'm good. I'm just going to
Okay.
update.
Go ahead.
I wanted to clarify one thing in one of the other conditions about the back building, is that they can't use that for storage at all?
It can be used for storage.
Okay, all right, I just wanted to clarify that.
I guess it just can't be used for any, for purpose. Should we clarify?
Was any, well,
We say purpose, like it can't be used for like a actual use, like business use.
Another business or anything?
We're hoping in the future to tear that down to make it a bigger in the parking lot. What's the plan is to be
Oh,
very
okay.
busy.
So you're not concerned with that condition then? You're not planning on using it?
We're not gonna renovate that building, nothing. Our hope is to, as soon as we have no room for parking, that's our parking right there.
So, but I can add this, so the rear building cannot be used for any purpose
what, except ancillary storage?
except, yeah, for the,
Ancillary.
Maybe we'll use from dry storage,
Yeah.
cardboards and stuff that comes, take out supply.
yeah, I don't
Non-food
think.
items.
Yeah, I was gonna say non-food. I don't know how to spell ancillary.
ANCILLAL.
I think I have like 4 L's in there. It's so small. Okay. Okay.
All right, my next issue I wanted to bring up is where you have the trash enclosure located. It's awful close to the patio that you want in the back. Are you concerned about odors from the trash enclosure permeating that area. The winds do normally come out of the west, which would be right into your patio.
Yeah, probably we can move it to the very back of the lot. Like to the end of that driveway.
I don't, well then, how, with that building still being there, Waste Management's not going to be able to get back there.
Yeah, that's
So
what
I think that's why
Well,
this,
They could turn around. and-
What if you put it in the drive that's on the south side of the building?
I think that's what they were talking about. That's
oh, put it way,
way in the back.
Just opposite where it is
oh,
now,
you're
basically.
saying down here?
Yeah,
Oh, you're just, okay.
I think that's the only space we can put.
Isn't this all a fire lane?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, they'd have to put it all the way in the back.
Right, that's what I'm saying, you'd have to
Oh,
tuck
okay.
it behind the building. And I don't, that's something we can look at, but I'd have to talk to fire. And then you have to keep it a certain distance away from that second building. So I'm not sure.
In my current restaurant,
Not sure
right
that
now, we
works.
have a 2-yard dumpster which is being emptied once a week. So we don't have like I have no grease. We're not gonna do any greasy stuff there. Our food is very clean. So primarily what we put there is like a delivery boxes. So I think.
yeah, it's your decision. I just wanted to bring up that that could be an issue.
Yeah, yeah. No, thank you. No, but I mean.
Is the parapet tall enough to screen the unit that's going to go on top?
Well, back to the trash. I think
Oh, I'm
the
sorry.
staff is fine with the trash is where it is. If you want to look at something different, I think we can handle that separately. But if the plan commission's fine with the location of the trash enclosure, are we good with that?
Well, as long as Waste Management can get in there.
I think Waste Management will be fine. You might have to pull the dumpsters out. You'll have to work with them on how they're gonna, because I don't know if they could back all the way in to grab them. Like you might have to pull the dumpsters out.
Basically, the time that they come, there won't be any cars there. Normally, they come early in the morning before business opens.
Okay.
So the parking lot is all empty.
I just didn't know how maneuverability and how they could get between the patio.
The current restaurant, it's also, the enclosure is right behind the restaurant. It's like very close, super close. It's like
Okay.
6 feet, not even away. But the garbage, he comes and he pulls it out and he takes it close to his truck
Oh, okay.
and then he,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
As long as, there's nice pavement so that he can move it.
Got it.
They don't have problem. He does that within like 5 minutes and he's gone.
Okay. And then moving on to the parapet.
Yes.
I think you'll be able to see and confirm this. You'll be able to see the new rooftop units from the rear of the restaurant on the west side.
Yeah.
And that's fine because as long as you can't see them from the public way.
Right.
I think there was just some confusion because the renderings showed there being the big metal parapet up there. So I think we just wanted to clarify that, yeah, you will be able to see them from the west.
But the other sides, that it's going to
The other sides, it will
It'll
be
screen
up.
it?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, just like what I said, I want the
Yeah.
building to shine, not anything to be visible.
Yep.
That doesn't need to be.
The patio lamps that you've shown that you want to use on the patios, are those mobile?
Yes.
You can move those around, so are you going to secure them somehow?
We're hoping not to use because a patio, maybe we'll see. The burn, what is it, with the gasoline?
Oh, the heaters?
Heaters,
Yeah.
that type of stuff, if we put it out there. But with my restaurant now, we don't have anything.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, because if you use those and you just have them sitting out there, that might be easy pickings for someone that might
No, we're gonna
like
sit
them.
there. Very nice.
But not in that back building.
No. In my car.
Just just a reminder that you're going to have to do landscaping around
Oh, yeah.
the ground sign.
For sure, yeah.
Um,
Everything, yeah.
And then also, my last thing here is the Norway maples that you're planning on installing on the north side. They are known to grow very shallow roots, and they will wreck your pavements eventually. I don't know if you know that or if it matters, but
I live in Norfolk, they won't let me plant as part of the, when I cut trees, and I wanted to put the Norway maples, they said it's not part of replacement. And then I learned that just exactly what you said.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
yeah, two of them that you're planning on planting are right next to your front parking lot. So that could cause you problems in the future.
Yeah.
Something you might want to look into.
Okay.
So maybe we replace them with
Yeah,
some
with the
smaller
smaller,
trees.
Yeah, just,
yeah,
yeah.
different species.
If you have any suggestion, recommendations for the
We can
trees
talk
that
with the
you like to
arborist
see?
here, and we can suggest.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just,
okay.
yeah, just before,
Gotcha.
We
Yeah,
put them in.
We'll talk with the arborist, and
Okay.
see what he suggests for the village, and we'll take those into consideration.
Great.
Sure, yeah.
Thank you very much. That's all I have.
Sure.
All right, thank you. Commissioner Riles.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
Good, good, good. Nothing major or anything, just curious question. But first of all, I appreciate you saying that you want to have it lit and bright so that everyone can go to your restaurant and nowhere else. I appreciate that, but it's all about restaurants here in Wheeling, so we have a variety and we want people to be able to have, selections. But I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
I was just curious as far as the outdoor capacity. You have a total of 40 inside of
Yes.
or capacity?
40, yeah.
What's your outdoor capacity look like?
We have, I think, 2 small tables with 2 chairs on the front, so total 4. And 4 tables with 4 chairs, right? 16, so 20 for outside.
20?
Yeah.
You said two, just
20.
one in the front?
2 small tables,
2 small
just for 2
tables in the
people.
front for 4 people?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so that they know we have patio too.
Which is around the...
Yeah, which is gonna be behind it.
Yeah. We're just curious, why the small number in the front? Is it restricted or?
I think it's a parking spaces limitation. We have to take it from the parking space to expand the patio versus in the back. We
Right.
have more space. That usually people don't like going parking behind the buildings. They like cars to be parked in front of the building. So the front we want to reserve for the customers to park. And the employees will park behind. But even patio, it was kind of, and then also give privacy to people to sit in the back and away from the street noise too. It has a few, benefiting factors that we thought back will be much better than putting it in front.
I understand. What's your total number of employees?
Right now, I run that restaurant with 3 guys. They run full-time. They run it from 10 o'clock in the morning until 9 in the evening. 8 o'clock we close, 9 they go home. So it's very easy. But here we plan to do 5.
5?
Could you get closer to the microphone? Because we have people watching at home.
Yeah, sorry. So 5 to 6 to start, because it's a bigger space, we're gonna need more people there.
Sure.
With my current restaurant, and I have, it's a smaller space, it's 1,000 square feet. My other restaurant in Skokie, it was the same size as this one, and I know, like, if you want to take the food and deliver to the table, it's a long distance to go and come back, so you need more people for that.
Sure.
And then the concept is a fast casual, so versus, it's like Chipotle, fast casual type or Chipotle or Noodle and Company, but Mediterranean cuisine. So it's not like people are going to sit down and enjoy the evenings very long time. We want to give a quality food, and they enjoy a meal, and they go home and they have the drink somewhere else.
Oh, okay. But the concept is kind of like Chipotle?
Yes. Yeah.
come in.
Not Chipotle. Chipotle is open. You go, you tell what you want.
Right.
It's fast casual. You order by the register.
Right.
And then you sit down and food is being delivered to your table. And then we bust the tables too. But you have to get up and get your own drinks.
Right, right. But you plan on having more than 3 to 5 people because of the size and the capacity?
Yes. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then the patio, summertime, yeah.
Sure,
yes.
sure.
And I'm hoping to do a lot of caterings too from there, so we need more people.
Okay.
Because a lot of my customers come from Wheeling, Buffalo Grove, Deerfield, to all the way to Glenview. So I'm hoping this location will be great for caterings.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
No other
Thank you,
questions.
yeah.
Thank you.
Commissioner Berkey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Commissioner Riles asked my question about seating capacity, but I just wanted to say this is going to look be a big improvement over what's there, which is an empty space. So looking forward to seeing that.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's it.
Commissioner Heiken.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks for considering Wheeling. My only question, I think you already answered, was overflow parking. So you're going to knock down that other building if parking?
Yes, I hope so. It comes very soon.
Yeah, that's my only question. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Commissioner Casper.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening. I don't have any questions. I don't believe I have ever eaten Armenian food before, and I'm looking forward to trying something new, but I will probably stop over in Glenview sometime before
Please
you're
do.
open.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
That it? Okay. Well, we talked about the conflicts and we're going to remove the renderings. Okay. And are you planning on resurfacing the parking lot or at least resealing it and striping?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, we have to.
Yeah.
It must
Okay.
be done.
Marcy, was there anything else that
I think we covered everything.
there was question about the metal stuff on the parapet? Is that clear now?
Yep. If we're just going with the site plan, it's clear.
Okay. All right, so if there's no other questions, to my right and left, okay. Let's read the conditions as they exist now.
The petitioner must demonstrate sufficient clearance for any outdoor seating areas. Number 2, landscape treatments and tree installations shall be completed by October 15th, 2023. Number 3, the manufacturer's specification sheet for the bike rack shall be provided with the building permit application. Number 4, the rear building cannot be used for any purpose except ancillary storage. And number 5, wheel stop shall be provided at all parking spaces.
That's front and back? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. All right. If there's no questions on those conditions, I would entertain a motion to approve this docket.
So moved.
Second.
Heiken, Casper.
Commissioner Heiken.
Yes.
Commissioner Casper.
Yes?
Commissioner Berkey.
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Commissioner Riles.
Yes.
Chairman Johnson.
Yes. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, so we should talk tomorrow because I believe your building permit is just about ready to be picked up.
Great. Can't wait.
Good luck to you.
And this is
Thank you.
going to be your third existing restaurant, you said?
No, the other one I sold. I got out of Skokie.
Okay,
Skokie no more.
so you've got Glenview and
Glenview and this
soon
one.
this
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm hoping more to come, so.
Well, have a big grand opening
Is-
and we'll be there.
Is PETA in your competition?
Not necessarily, but people think that way. Our
Yeah.
food is very different. Like
It is.
we have pork on our menu. This is Middle Eastern diet, there is no pork.
I see.
So, but we also have hummus, and if you're familiar with the Middle Eastern diet, with the cuisine, we have those things. But like in Glenview, we're not. There's where I am right now, 2 other guys open the Middle Eastern. They are same as PETA menu, But for general public, it's kind of, for them, it's similar food. You
I
know
see.
what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, like Vietnamese and Chinese and Korean, it seems like all the similar food is the same. But for them, it's very different,
I
right?
see. Thank you.
Thank you, and good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right, next we have approval of minutes of the regular meeting of May 10th, 2023, including the finding of facts for docket number 2023-17. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
That was
Berkey.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Commissioner Berkey?
Yes.
Commissioner Casper?
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken?
Yes.
Commissioner Riles?
Yes.
Chairman Johnson?
Yes. Other business. Ms. Nyes, can you explain any more about this new numbering system? That is very difficult to work with?
Well,
Is
the
this how
P
they're gonna
is
be-
for planning.
Is this how they're going to be listed in the paper too?
Yes.
So
So it'll still say docket number,
it'll be more
it'll all say planning, and then it'll be,
easier to find probably with that.
yes. So it'll be SP minor, or SP MAG for major, or there'll be something similar for like special use, or VAR for variance. It should sort of make sense.
Okay, just harder to read.
Yes, harder to say.
Yeah. Okay, anything else?
No, that's all I have.
There isn't a chart or anything that lists all the different,
No, but I'm going to make you one.
okay,
Thank you.
great,
Yes, chart is coming.
great.
Okay. Commissioner Casper, any other business to discuss?
I'm just curious if any of the other commissioners are planning to participate in the Memorial Day Parade next Monday.
Good question. I think I'm already volunteering with the Citizens Patrol Group to be I don't know what yet, but. So anyone else, you all got the invitation
Got the invitation, but
to hand out candy?
I know I declined because I have a granddaughter in the marching band that I'd like to view.
Okay. Anyone else got any input?
I won't be there. I have a family engagement.
Not looking for excuses or anything, just curious if anybody's going to be there.
Not going to be there, sorry.
I'll be there. I won't be handing out candy.
Okay, you'll be eating it. Commissioner Heiken,
I have nothing, thank you.
Commissioner Berkey,
I have nothing, thank you.
Commissioner Sprague,
Nothing for me, thanks.
and Commissioner Riles.
Nothing, thank you.
All right. Commissioner Berkey has told us that he's going to leave at the end of his term next month.
Yes,
Is that
I was
correct?
going to save that to my last meeting, but yes.
Oh, well, I want to get a commercial out there for anyone at home that wants to be up here. If you're interested in serving on the Plan Commission, you can go to the village website, wheelingil.gov, thank you, G-O-V, and look for boards and commissions link, and that will take you to a place where you can see instructions and actual link to the application if you want to join us up here. That's about all I had. So with that, a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Casper?
Yeah, no, that was,
Oh, I can,
Yes.
we got to break that group up down there. Well, we are going to break it up.
You already are.
All in favor of adjournment?
aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.